Can I put CO2 tanks on both sides of my system and have it flow through the jets? Regardless of how this question is structured, the answer is yes, but we advise highly against this, and the reason why is this. Not only will you have to have CO2 tanks in two different areas and you'll have an entire system hooked up, but if one of those tanks goes out before the other, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be filling that tank with the other tank and it's gonna take away from your effect. That's a possibility. The other possibility is you may have to configure your system to route all the way through. Any system that does that, if you have 90-degree turns on your system, it's going to inhibit the flow of CO2. That gets kind of technical and it may be hard to understand. So case in point, we don't advise putting CO2 tanks on both sides of your system. It can be done. We've seen it happen before. It will make the system run. And the only time that we would advise that is if you have a long run of CO2 jets in line and you want to make sure that they are all funneled in with CO2 and you have to put tanks on both sides and you don't want tanks just on one side, then you can do that. Otherwise, it's best to have individual tanks run to individual jets. And more importantly, because of this, if one of those jets is faulty or you have an issue or it's stuck open or you have a leak, your entire system goes down, and it's not isolated to individual systems with one jet and one set of tanks or one tank. That's a good tip. It's a pro tip, and I hope that helps. This is CryoFX.